Right now, we are heading to Newberry County, where neighbors in the town of Pomaria say they are being left behind in this digital age. This all comes after a federal grant aimed at helping them get online was recently pulled. News 19's Victoria Samuels sharing tonight's story from Newberry County.
I received a letter yesterday saying that those grants were being discontinued because the federal government had decided that these grants were unconstitutional, because they granted racial preference, which is coded. I mean, it's quite clear. This is to affect people in rural communities.
In Pomaria, the internet isn't just about browsing or streaming, it's about equity, opportunity, and the future of rural America. Pomaria was supposed to receive broadband through funding from the Biden administration's bipartisan infrastructure bill, but the Trump administration is now challenging that. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, which is part of the U.S. Commerce Department, sent a letter to the state of South Carolina. It says in part, the Digital Equity Capacity Program is unconstitutional, and grants issued pursuant to it were created with and administered using impermissible and unconstitutional racial preferences. The letter told the state the programs would immediately lose all funding. Pastor Michelle Fisher says the need for high-speed internet here goes beyond convenience. It's about connection, justice, and survival.
What's available to us is T-Mobile, but their towers are overtaxed. And they won't even let people in Pomaria get T-Mobile anymore because there's too many people on the tower. So if we have access to the internet, it's unreliable. Like right now, couldn't get on T-Mobile. I just could not access it.
Resident Terry Long remembers paying over $130 a month for satellite internet with dial-up level speeds.
It's quite frustrating whenever you pay that much money every month and then you had to almost suffer dial-up speeds on your internet service. We had to struggle through with that.
The decision to cut funding, because the grant included language about racial equity, hit especially hard in a diverse town like Pomaria.
I remember years that we couldn't go in a store. Certain stores in the doctor's office had a certain area to sit. You know, I wouldn't want our children to start that back over.
Mayor Darrell Hentz says the town has waited years for fiber optic connections, only to be left behind red tape and utility politics.
We have been told if the local co-op would like to bring internet into town, Dominion Energy will allow them to use their poles and services to bring it in. So, I mean, people just get frustrated. They love to have internet, you know, the fiber optic, the best that they could get, but at this time it's just, we're sitting waiting. We have for years, and hopefully we'll see changes in the future.
News 19 reached out to the agency that canceled the funding for the program but did not hear back before our deadline. In Pomaria, Victoria Samuels, News 19, WLTX.
Big story, Victoria. Thank you so much.